Right, welcome to the video. Just a brief overview about this product. It's very polarizing, been on the internet for quite some time now. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard so many things about it. Some good, some bad. This is just my thoughts and opinions about this product. Right, why does this exist? As you can already remote play on your Android device and your iOS device. I say it's because this is what Sony's vision of remote play should have been in the first place. Like, this is the perfect implementation of what remote play should be. With a caveat, you have to have really good Wi-Fi. You have to have really, really good Wi-Fi to get the best experience out of this. Right, let's talk about the design. I personally love this design. I think it's absolutely amazing. I don't know. I it's just, I just can't fault it because I really love the DualSense controller already. But to have a screen in the middle, I wouldn't say it's lazy because I just couldn't think of a more modern design that it could. I I love it. I love the way it looks. It's just simply stunning. I love it. Can't fault it, not one bit. Minor gripe: positioning of the power button. I hate having to reach in this top left hand corner and tap the on and off button for the screen. I just don't like it. It just doesn't feel right. It would have been nice if this was raised. It was a raised portion here and it was just right here. So I could just tap it on here like this rather than having to reach and feel across for the back of it. But this is just nitpicking. The screen, I would give it a solid, probably 8 out of 10. It's not OLED, but in this case, it doesn't necessarily need to be. It works plenty fine. It's just good enough for what it's supposed to do. I don't find myself thinking to myself, "Oh, I wish this had higher black levels." I really didn't. At this price point, I can't complain. The screen is a solid 10 out of 10 for me. It's very vibrant. It's been calibrated really well. It's bright enough and it's responsive enough. And at this price point, you'd be hard pressed to find a better looking screen. The positioning of the buttons, I already covered the power button. The volume positions are not too bad. I don't find myself reaching for it too often once I've set my volume anyway. DualSense feels like a DualSense, just a bit further apart. The weight, I would say, is it's comfortable. It's very comfortable. It's not too light. It doesn't feel substantial, but it's heavy enough to just make you feel like you're holding something that's actually quite solid in your hand. As long as you're sitting on the sofa, you can play. You could play for hours and hours and end and not feel tired that you've been holding onto it for too long. It's not that far from the DualSense in terms of weight. Battery life is great to good. Sorry, good to great. It lasts long enough for as many PlayStation. Sorry, as long as a play session I would like to play this on for. I wouldn't like to see myself. Sorry, I couldn't picture myself sitting for 8 hours playing games on remote play straight. I'd rather play it on the television and sit on here and play it for 8 hours. Not that it's not doable and it's not comfortable, but I just don't see myself using it for any longer than 3 or 4 hours, which is more than adequate for what the battery lasts for anyway, so it's fine. Performance, right. Without a really decent Wi-Fi connection, you're going to have a terrible experience. I get that this is like, what's the word? Yes, I understand that not everybody has access to good internet, but if you don't, I would stay still well clear of this product. You're going to have a terrible time. Your internet has to be the bandwidth alone and the speed and the router. There's a lot of contributing factors that give you a really decent experience. Even down to the amount of people that are actually on the network, on your home Wi-Fi network at any one point could bog down your system, thus giving you not so great performance. As you can see, not getting any stutters. No, it's very fluid. I'm not seeing frame drops. It's just perfect. Sometimes you actually feel like it's not remote play. You forget that this is remote play. You just get on with the game and you forget about the technical side of it. You just have a blast because you're not constantly being reminded about performance, and you're not constantly being reminded about your Wi-Fi, and you just get on with the game, and that's how it's supposed to be, to the point where you forget that this is remote play rather than just playing it off the device itself. Right. Let me exit out of this because it's a bit hard to talk and play at the same time. Value for money. It depends. When you say value for money, it's just a matter of perspective at the end of the day. It's what it comes down to, what you're willing to put into it and what get out of it. It's what determines what value for money you get out of this. I would say personally, for me, it was definitely worth it. Could Sony have charged more? Definitely. And I would still have bought it for anything over £200 or more. I think they could have definitely taken more. They could have asked for more money, but I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they kept it at the price point that they did to make it more accessible for people. I wouldn't write this off yet for what it is, because I still think that it has a lot of potential to do a lot more. When I say a lot more, I mean I would like to see it used as a controller to play PlayStation 5 games on my TV, and have this as a second screen with regards to, like, I'll give you an example. The other day I was playing GTA 5, and I was navigating somewhere. It would have been nice to have the navigation going on in this screen and then playing the game on the main screen without having to look at the mini map on the main TV itself. Phone calls could come through on here. You could make phone calls touch screen. I forgot to mention the touch screen implementation that they've done for the trackpad. On either side, you have these sections that are cordoned off for your left or right hand finger. It kind of emulates the trackpad, but I don't think it does it very well. But it's good enough. It's better than nothing anyway, because some games will get bricked if you can't get past the pad. This if you can't use the trackpad on them. It's still a work in progress. There's still a lot of potential I can see from this product. I feel like with a couple of more firmware updates on Sony's side, they could add a bit more features, even stuff that I haven't even thought about yet. They could add. Out of 10, I would give it a solid 9 out of 10 for now. It's not a 10 for me personally, because I feel like, I don't know, it would be nice to be able to have it standalone as well, not just for remote play. I'll give you an example. It would be nice for Sony to implement some kind of PlayStation Vita or PSP games on here, or PlayStation 1 games at least on here, to be able to make it a standalone device, not just for remote play only. It would be nice to see that. It would be nice to add use the media section in this device as well, because when you click on any one of these apps, it says that it kicks you back to the home screen, because for legal reasons, obviously, that's why Sony have done this. You need to cross a lot of red tape for you to be able to stream other medias onto their platform, onto their devices. There's many reasons. But it would be nice to lie in bed and be able to watch Netflix off of this if my phone's charging, or if I'm doing something else with my phone, or watch a YouTube video playthrough to get through a game and then come back to the game on here. That would have been nice. Just a couple of bits and pieces could be added in the future, I feel like, I do not like the position of the charging port. I would have preferred it if it was right here. I found myself having to reach for it, and you know, just not the best place. They should have put the charging port. Not a fan of it being on the top, but even if it was here, right here in the middle, it would have been so much better. A dock or something for it to be able to dock it down and charge at the same time, that would have been handy too. Maybe in the future, who knows? Sony might release something. But for now, this is my opinion about this product. It's a solid piece of kit. Not much to complain about, to be honest with you, not at all. I've been having really solid performance with it. Never had a glitch, never had any issues whatsoever. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.